Hello and welcome to the Nick Dinsmore YouTube channel. Please subscribe, comment, share, and give us a thumbs up. Follow former WWE superstar Eugene Nick Dinsmore on social media. Check out nickdinsmore.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Ohio Valley Championship Wrestling, the most exciting 30 minutes in professional wrestling is on the air. I'm your host, Dean Hill. We appreciate y'all being with us this evening. We got Dutch Mantell on tonight's card. Also, the Ohio Valley Southern Tag Team Champions, Nick Dinsmore and Rob Conway, are going to be here with us. And there's some bad blood that is coming up here between Trailer Park Trash and Flash Flanagan. We're going to find more about that. Now, I know you see the man here to my left. I know that you see the tennis racket on the table. This means that this is Kenneth Bolin. Kenneth is a personal friend, high school friend for years of the man who originally brought the tennis racket into professional wrestling, and I'm talking about Jim Cornette. Now, first of all, we haven't noticed, Kenny, Jim having the racket in his hand at Monday Night Raw here for the last couple of weeks. What's going on?
Well, it's been about a month since the people have seen the racket with Jim Cornette. The racket is no longer with Jim Cornette. The racket right here has now been passed down to me.
That's it?
That's the racket. I'll be the only one that you see with the tennis racket from now on. I have done such a fine job managing talent that Jimmy has made me the exclusive handler of the racket. It is mine. I'll be taking care of business with the racket from now on.
Why are you here?
Well, I'm here scouting talent. I'm here taking a look. I'm down here representing Camp Cornette, taking a look at a lot of the talent in the ring and some of the talent that may not even be here yet. I'm going to be taking a look and seeing what I can do about maybe bringing some talent to Mr. Cornette, maybe even taking over some talent right here in OVW.
Oh, okay. That's starting to it's starting to get a little bit clear. We've been worried about him here for the last couple of weeks.
Don't worry about me.
He's been out here in the audience. We haven't really known what was going on. Last week, you saw he was up in the ring with Rip Rogers. So, okay, you're scouting talent. You're now the proud possessor of the tennis racket, and you're going to be here with me. You know what? Well, we got a lot of good stuff coming. Matter of fact, you're scouting talent. You check these guys out because these are the new tag team champions. Faye Davis, take it away.
This tag match is one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first, from parts unknown, Assassin #2 and his tag team partner from Evansville, Indiana, the self-proclaimed most handsome man in wrestling, Jason Lee. And their opponents, the Ohio Valley Southern Tag Team Champions from Pittsburgh, PA, the Iron Man, Rob Conway, and his tag team partner from Jeffersonville, Indiana, Nick Dinsmore.
Nick Dinsmore and Iron Man Rob Conway, the Ohio Valley Southern Tag Team Champions. Robert Briscoe taking the belts from him. These guys just won these belts here the last couple of weeks. It's been exciting. Briscoe's calling for the bell, and Nick Dinsmore tying it up right now with the self-proclaimed most handsome man in professional wrestling, Jason Lee, out here in with the shock of bleached blonde hair. Kenny Bolin, I know that you've been keeping a close eye on Dinsmore and Conway. What's your early analysis of these two?
Yes, I have. I've had a very close look at these young men. I've taken a good look at some of the videos that have been coming out of Ohio Valley, and I'm impressed with them. I tell you what, they're high flyers. They move quick. Big hip toss right there. Oh, big drop kick. I mean, oh, man. I tell you what, these boys are right up there tops on my list of talent that I'm taking a look at here, and they haven't done anything to disappoint me yet, I can assure you that.
Well, they got the entire package out here so far. Iron Man Rob Conway going in and working on that left arm. They're showing a lot of the good moves that tag teams try to develop, the quick tags in and out, the good ring attention. They pretty much know where they are at any given time.
Good scientific moves, and I'm sure that maybe with a little guidance from Kenny Bolin, with a little tutelage from Jim Cornette, these boys might be able to keep those belts for a long time.
Right now they're working on Jason Lee. Jason, you notice the bandage over his right eye. He says that he has 37 stitches in there.
That looks like a bad cut.
Well, it looks like an awful small bandage to House 30. Look at this maneuver. Leapfrog down on the arm. Nick Dinsmore is torquing that left arm. Right now, Jason's trying to figure out how to get over to the assassin.
That's a daggum shame that happened to that young man, because he does have a rather pretty face, and that Band-Aid's not doing anything to help it.
Right now, Jason Lee pounding over the back of Nick Dinsmore, rams his head into the turnbuckle.
Now see, right here is where maybe a Cornette or a Bolin, such as myself, would be able to help this team out. They seem to be having a bit of a problem here, and you know, if I were in their corner, I could probably bail them out of this mess.
Look at the assassin over here interfering from outside the ring. Now that's the kind of shortcut that we don't like to see him taken out here. Of course, Jason Lee and the assassin, along with the people like Rip Rogers, who've been known to cut a little bit of the, you know, whatever the policy and the rules are, they got no problem with taking the shortcuts out here. Is this the kind of thing that you would promote if you were their manager? Do you promote taking shortcuts?
No, absolutely not. Clean, scientific, by the rules. No, I'm not into the shortcut thing at all whatsoever.
Jason Lee right now, and the assassin, both of them working on Nick Dinsmore. Briscoe trying to keep Conway out of the ring. Scoop slam, plants him in the middle of the ring.
I'm telling you, Dean, people love me wherever I go. They love my teams.
This could be the moonsault, Kenny. Now, you've been watching. You know that this is one of Jason Lee's favorite things. He loves the moonsault.
I've seen the video.
Nobody's home. Nick Dinsmore rolls out of the way at the last second. Jason Lee hits stitches first.
Maybe Kenny Bolin can help him out, too.
The tag is made. Here comes the Iron Man. Oh, plants one across the head. The assassin doesn't want to get in this match. Look at him. So right across the ring, big backdrop for Jason Lee.
Yeah, he needs to get in there and help his partner out.
Here comes the assassin, whether he wants to or not.
That's a reluctant entrance.
Sets him up for the ride across the ring. The big power slam from Conway. Could be the rocket launcher. I know you've seen this. I know you've taken some notes. The big rocket launcher. 1, 2, 3.
Your winners, Rob Conway and Nick Dinsmore.
Now, I'm telling you right now, Kenny, if you want to look at these two young men, they are fan favorites here in the Ohio Valley.
Well,
and the biggest thing is they don't take shortcuts. They do it the right way.
I'm telling you what, they an impressive victory out of them there. They did a good job. I'm not sure that they couldn't have maybe done a little better if I were there with them, but a quality win nonetheless.
That's the reason they are the new Ohio Valley Southern Tag Team Champs, and they are very, very proud to be doing that. You know, you talk about shortcuts. People that are someone's being pursued right now. Rip Rogers is being pursued by a couple of young men that will take shortcuts if they need to. I'm talking about Flash Flanagan and Trailer Park Trash. There's a problem in this camp, and I believe you know something about the problem.
I think you've lost your mind. There are no shortcuts being taken by Flash and Trash. There are no problem with Flash, Trash, and Rip. Rip, as you know, is a very good friend of mine. Flash and Trash have been friends of mine for quite some time. I can assure you there are no problems there. If anybody would know, it'd be me.
Okay, Kenny Bolin says there's no problems.
None.
Personally, I believe there is. We'll find out more a little bit later on. Right now, we got some important messages to listen to. We'll be right back after this. We've got a lot of great action in store for you. I told you the Dutchman's here. He's in the ring. Let's see a great single action. Faye Davis, take it away.
This match is one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first from Louisville, Kentucky, the newest sensation in wrestling, Mike Sensation. And his opponent from Oil Trough, Texas, the Icon, Dutch Mantel.
The true icon in professional wrestling, Dirty Dutch Mantel, the #1 citizen of Oil Trough, Texas, takes off the rest of his wrestling garb. Of course, Mike Sensation, Joe Wheeler calling for the bell, and we are underway. Sensation getting ready possibly to get a wrestling lesson from the #1 citizen of Oil Trough.
Well, he's certainly a talented veteran. There's no doubt about that. To be honest with you, Dean, I'd had my eye on Dutch Mantel for quite some time, but I got off the phone with Jim Cornette earlier today, and Jimmy Cornette kind of smartened me up a little bit about Dutch Mantel. Dutch Mantel might even be a little lower, a little dirtier than even I realized he was, and he's kind of advised me to maybe pull back a little bit on Dutch and maybe focus my attentions elsewhere. I didn't realize how low and how dirty this man could be.
Well, you don't get the name Dirty Dutch Mantel without knowing how to bend the rules. It's just a matter of whether or not you choose to do so.
Well, I thought it was because he didn't take a bath. I didn't realize it was because of that.
That's because he knows not to fall for stuff like that from young Sensation.
Well, he is young, but he's a talented one, and I'm certainly keeping an eye on him as well.
You're watching Sensation as well?
Well, sure. He's a talented individual. Look at him. He's a good-looking young wrestler, and with a little guidance, a little tutelage, he could make the next step.
Right now, I see that he's being just totally used out here by Dutch Mantell.
Well, he's off to a slow start. There's no doubt about that.
Well, that's true. I mean, Kentucky got off to a slow start the other night, and they ended up coming back to win it all. So,
well, I'm not a Kentucky fan, so I'm the wrong guy to talk. I hate the Wildcats. Well, I'm the most beloved thing in the Louisville area. I mean, people love me everywhere I go. They don't care about the Wildcats, and you keep wrestling, Dutch Mantell.
Right now, the Dutchman placing that big club from Oil Trough, Texas, across the chest of Sensation.
What I don't understand, I don't really have a problem with Dutch. The problem is obviously Dutch's. I'm a beloved guy. Everybody loves me. And the reason he would cop an attitude towards me has got to be his fault. It's certainly not mine.
Sensation is putting the shoulder in. Hold it. What's a beeping going?
Well,
we're on television, Kenny. You got some beeping going?
I'll tell you what, Dean, I hate to bail out on you now, but that's Jim Cornette, and this is obviously important. Okay. I'm going to have to go. I'll see you later.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. Kenny Bolin has just walked away from the television desk. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but he says he has a special page from Jim Cornette, and he's gone to the back to place the phone call, I guess. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll find out more a little bit later on. Right now, Mike Sensation almost with it just had the one count on Dutch Mantell. Joe Wheeler keeping an eye on things out here. The Dutchman, the tide's turning a little bit. Oh, a big chop from Dutch Mantell right across the shoulder. Sets him up for the ride across the ring. The boot. Could be a power bomb. Dutchman likes it and drops him, plants him there. The quick cover, 1, 2, and 3.
Your winner, Dutch Mantell.
Dutch Mantell making short work of Mike Sensation. Finally, Kenny Bolin has gotten away from us. Well, I don't know what this is all about, but he's got a page from Jim Cornette, and he took off to the back. Listen, don't forget, we are here every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. Come be part of our TV show. There's no obscene language, no extreme violence. It's the kind of wrestling you grew up with, ladies and gentlemen. Be part of our TV family here every Wednesday night here at Davis Arena, 1121 Mechanic Street, Jeffersonville, Indiana. Bring your signs, bring your children. Every Sunday night at 7 o'clock, we're here for our regular show. Great excitement here at Davis Arena. We're located in the Quadrangle in Jeffersonville, Indiana. Also, if you're interested in renting Davis Arena for one of your functions or one of your get-togethers, or if you're interested in sponsoring Ohio Valley Championship Wrestling, own a business, like to put your logo or your telephone number out here on our walls, we got a lot of space here. We'll be glad to do that for you. Also, right now I see that that's where Bolin has gone. He's answered the page, and now he's going into the ring. I see he's in there with the Ohio Valley Heavyweight Champion Hustler Rip Rogers. Let's see what in the world they got to say. Kenny Bolin, take it away.
I'm here in the ring right now with the Ohio Valley World Heavyweight Champion Hustler Rip Rogers, and we are here to settle a little dispute, a little controversy, that there might be some problems between Flash, Trash, and Rip. Rip, what do you got to say about that?
First of all, I'm the Ohio Valley Heavyweight Champion. I've defeated everybody. I've fought Bill Dundee, Dutch Mantell, the Rock and Roll Express, Rob Conway, Nick Dinsmore,
and beat them all.
The list goes on and on. And somebody said there was a little bit of friction about Flash Flanagan wanting a shot at my belt, about Trailer Park Trash, him wanting a shot. Well, let me tell you right now, Trash doesn't want any part of this. He's concentrating on tag team, and Flash the same thing. And I'm going to be the Ohio Valley champion forever because I've got the Seymour Punks protecting me, and that's all there is to it.
Not to mention, if you need any help from Cornette and Bolin, we're there for you as well. I think that settles the controversy, so let's get back to some wrestling.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you right now, Rip does not want to admit it, but as far as I'm concerned, there is a big problem between Trailer Park Trash and Flash Flanagan. In fact, they have a match scheduled later on this program. We're going to find out a lot more when these guys hit the ring. Right now, we've got some more commercial breaks, some messages coming your way. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. There's a problem with Flash Lane and Trailer Park Drive.
What's happened is you're
There's a problem. These guys want you, they want you bad.
No, you're stirring the pot.
I'm not stirring the pot.
I'm the Ohio Valley heavyweight
Yes, you
champion.
are.
Said so right here.
But there's a problem in your camp.
There's no problem. I just talked to Trash. I just talked to Flash. Neither one of them wants a shot at my belt. They are concentrating on a tag team championship caliber matches with Rob Conway and Nick Dinsmore. They do not want to wrestle me because they know I'm the champion and they can't beat me. So don't you try and stir the pot.
I'm not trying to stir stuff. I'm just saying what's obvious. It's obvious. It's obvious they've knocked the crap out of each other for the last couple of weeks up here. These guys are supposed to be part of your mentorship that you've been working on. These two young men that you're working on, and now they're at each other's throats.
No, that's not what's happening. They're just competitive athletes, and they're going after the tag team belts. I'm the champion. Trash doesn't want any part of me. Flash doesn't want any part of me, and that's it, and you quit stirring it.
Okay, well, you mark my words. There's some trouble. Faye Davis, let's get things underway.
This is a six-man tag match with TV time remaining. Introducing first, the Master of Terror, and Vito Andretti, and Dave the Rave, and their opponents, Jebediah Blackhawk, Cousin Otter, and Cousin Crazy.
Six-man tag action. Ohio Valley has some great action out here, ladies and gentlemen. You're getting ready to see it. Of course, we all know Jebediah Blackhawk, Cousin Otter. They're teamed up with Cousin Crazy. You've seen the Master of Terror, who's in the ring right now against Jebediah Blackhawk. You've seen Vito Andretti, the Shade Tree mechanic. The young man over here that you may not recognize right off, making his debut, is another man that you have mentored out here, Rip Rogers. I'm talking about Dave the Rave.
Well, Dave the Rave, he's the legend of Indianapolis, Indiana. He's the man that runs the hottest nightclub in Indianapolis, Indiana. But look at that big otter line right there on Master of Terror. But I don't care because you're upsetting me because you're trying to tell everybody that Flash and Trash, they're after me. It ain't gonna happen.
Dave the Rave in with the rave, goes straight to the eyes and plants the elbow across the back of the neck of Cousin Otter. Otter starting off for his side right now. Works back on, counters the Chin cranks that arm. They're still cranking that arm around. Dave the Rave doesn't want any part of Cousin Otter. Goes over and tags in Jebediah. And here comes the big man from Hall Collar, Kentucky. Dave the Rave trying to reverse things back. He's working on the arm of Jebediah. Brings in the Shade Tree mechanic, Vito Andretti. And still they're working on that left arm right now. Crowd, of course, wanted to see Cousin Crazy get involved out here. That's another man that you've been having to walk around a little bit out here, Rip Rogers, is Cousin Crazy.
In line. I beat them all, whether it be the Rock and Roll Express, whether it be Dutch Mantel, whether it be Danny Davis if he ever wants to get off the suspension retired list, whether it be Bill Dundee, Dutch Mantel, it doesn't matter. Rob Conway, Dick Dinsmore, it doesn't matter. I'll beat them all.
Double shoulder tackle from Hall Collar. Vito Andretti right now needs a tune-up badly. Cousin Otter working down low, cranks that arm up. I don't know, we haven't seen Cousin Crazy yet. It looked like he was getting ready to tag him. Vito reverses it. Goes over, gets a little momentum off the rope, and plants a clothesline across the Otter. Doesn't phase him much. You got to get a lot more on that to go into Cousin Otter. Still can't take him off his feet. Goes over, tags in Dave the Rave. Oh my goodness! What a precarious entrance into the ring by Dave the Rave. The crowd is loving it, however.
Well, I've seen Willie May strike out before, but he didn't measure that move right. That was a big mistake by Dave the Rave. I'm going to have to talk to him about that.
Missed it by a little bit, and it cost him. He's making his way. You can tell he was embarrassed by it a little bit because he's having his way right now with Jebediah Blackhawk. Oh, and there's one that he plants across.
All you've done with Rave is you've got him mad now, and you better not do that.
Pulling up Jebediah, Master of Terror works in and plants the fist into the ribcage. Still have people asking how to get here, ladies and gentlemen. You come I-65 northbound across the Kennedy Bridge. You take exit number 1. You follow that down to Mechanic Street and make a left-hand turn. We're about 2 blocks on the left, 1121 Mechanic Street, Jeffersonville, Indiana. Right now, Jebediah is having his way with the Master of Terror. Choke slam, scoops that, plants him. Man sticks him into the... Oh, here comes Cousin Otter. Could be the Hall Collar splash.
If he hits him with that, it's going to be all over.
He's going to plant him into the ring. Here it comes. Oh, man. 1,
He's
2.
gonna whistle. Here comes Crazy. Crazy's after him.
Winners, Jebediah Blackhawk, Cousin Otter, and Cousin Crazy.
Cousin Otter, Jebediah Blackhawk, and Cousin Crazy, who doesn't even need to get involved in this one. Jebediah and Otter took care of the Master of Terror and Dave the Rave so quickly. But I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the topic here at the desk, it's still at the desk. Rip Rogers, I don't care what you say. I think there's trouble between Flash Flanagan and Trailer Park Trash. As far as I'm concerned, I think Flash would like to tear his head off.
Why don't you just shut your trap? Why don't you shut up? Why don't you close that big mouth of yours? Hey,
it was obvious. Rip, it was obvious.
I'm out of here. I'm leaving right now, and I'm gonna bring back Flash, and I'm gonna show you what's up around here.
Well, you can go get Flash if you want to, ladies and gentlemen. Personally, we saw what happened here last week. As a matter of fact, went off the TV that way. These two young men fought in this ring for a good 5 to 10 minutes after the TV show was over with. That's bad blood. Trailer Park Trash and Flash Flanagan, I'm not sure what the deal is, but there is big time bad blood between these guys. Now listen, we're here every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock for our TV taping. Come be part of our television family. Bring the children, because this is the kind of professional wrestling you grew up with. You're going to want to expose your children to this kind of professional wrestling. Every Sunday night, we're here at 7 o'clock for our regular show. If you're interested in renting Davis Arena, give us a call, 280-7039. You can rent this arena for your family functions, a party, whatever. If you just want to bring your friends over here and get in the wrestling ring one time, you can do that as well. Also, if you're interested in sponsoring Ohio Valley Championship Wrestling, a young business that's looking to get involved with a new young organization on its way to the top, I would submit to you, ladies and gentlemen, that Ohio Valley Championship Wrestling is such an organization. We got a lot of space out here for your business logo, your business telephone. Give us a call at 280-7039 in regards to it. Also, you're interested in being trained to be a professional wrestler? I submit to you that someone with a great resume is who you want to be trained by. And I'm talking about Nightmare Danny Davis. Again, Rip, now what?
Now what's happened? Now what's happened is everybody knows in TV land that I'm the Ohio Valley Heavyweight Champion. Flash Flanagan is a great professional wrestler. We've watched him on Nitro. We've watched him on Monday Night Raw. We've watched him at the USWA. We've watched him in Music City Wrestling. And Flash, you're one of the greatest young stars, an up-and-comer I've ever seen in my life. We know you're a great wrestler. And I also know that you're chasing Rob Conway and Nick Dinsmore because you want to be the Southern Tag Team Champions. That's the biggest goal in your life. That's the last thing we talked about. So if you people shut up, we're going to finally go to Flash Flanagan. He's going to tell us all the truth, that he wants no part of me. He wants no part of my Ohio Valley Heavyweight Championship belt. He's content to sit back, and he's content to be a tag team champion chasee. Go ahead and tell him, Flash.
The problem we're having right now, Rip Rogers, is you're ducking me. You got what I want.
Now wait a minute. I don't duck anybody, Flash. I don't duck the Rock and Roll Express. I don't duck Dutch Mantel. I don't duck Danny Davis. I don't duck Superstar Bill Dundee. I don't duck anybody. So wait a minute. Dean Hill, you're stirring it. You're stirring it. There ain't no way.
There was trouble.
Now wait a minute.
The evidence. As a matter of fact, they're climbing in the ring together right now. Look at this.
No.
Out of the ring. Look at this.
No way. No way. I can't have this.
We are underway. Joe Wheeler calling for the bell. This match is a go. Look at Trailer Park Trash. There you go, Rip Rogers. There's no trouble there, is there? There's no trouble with these guys. They love each other.
But the winner of this match they get a shot at my belt. And they're fighting real hard, and that means they want to beat me.
That means both of them equally want to tear your head off for that belt. Look at Look at Flash.
I ain't letting this happen.
Hold it, Rip Rogers has left the TV desk here. He's going towards the ring, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure what in the world is going on. Hold it, he's climbed into the ring. What in the world? He's trying to pull these two guys apart. I'm trying to let you hear some of what's going on in the ring if you can, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, Rip Rogers has separated these two. My goodness gracious. Oh, look at this. Oh, both of them are hitting. Oh, look at this. Both of them. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Flash Flanagan, Trailer Park, both of them. Oh, they hit Joe Wheeler. Oh, my goodness. These guys have lost control, ladies and gentlemen. They have lost control. Oh, my goodness gracious. You think there's not a problem, Rip Rogers? There is a big problem in your camp. Joe Wheeler's been assaulted in the ring. Rip Rogers has been assaulted. And these two guys don't even care that we're here in the building. They want each other. Listen, I hate to leave right now, but we got some more commercial messages. Let's go to these and we'll be right back. A fantastic show, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you can see out here in the arena, right, but Rip Rogers is still trying to get things settled between Trailer Park Trash and Flash Flanagan. We saw Jebediah Blackhawk, Cousin Otter, and Cousin Crazy win in our six-man tag. Dutch Mantell was out here a little earlier and had his way with Mike Sensation. Also, Nick Dinsmore, Rob Conway, the new Ohio Valley Southern Tag Team Champions were out here earlier. I'm telling you right now, Rip Rogers is distraught. He is beside himself. He has even left his Ohio Valley brand new belt. Looks good, doesn't it? Told you we were getting a new one, and here it is. It's a great looking belt. Right now, he's trying to solve the problem between Flash and Trash. I told him there was a problem. We'll find out more about it in the weeks to come. Right now, we'd like to tell you, be with us every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. We have a great time here, a great family atmosphere, the kind of professional wrestling that you grew up with, ladies and gentlemen. Come be part of our show. We'd really appreciate you coming. It's a great time from our family to yours in the heart of the Ohio Valley. I'm Dean Hill. See you at ringside.
Please subscribe, comment, share, and give us a thumbs up. Follow former WWE superstar Eugene Nick Dinsmore on social media. Check out nickdinsmore.com.